welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers 6 scale Michael Myers figure. Now of course this is based on Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers. I remember originally it was called Halloween 666. It was released back in 1995 because I remember seeing this in the movie theaters, and I can remember my anticipation for going to see this movie when it was in the theaters, and I went and saw it, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about this. Now this was already available like at I think like places like Trick or Treat Studios, like Big Bad Toy Store and so on. And this was another one that kind of surprised me that it was kind of released like on time. So these are like now available. Now I do notice too also that they have like I didn't know about it, but if you wanted to, you know, people who purchasing these like places like I think Big Bad Toy Store has like PayPal, so you can make payments on it if you like qualify for a PayPal, you know. But I know also at Trick or Treat Studios they have a Shop Pay too as well, so you can make monthly installments, or like, you know, you can make payment installments on these figures, you know, if you don't want to pay like the whole thing, because you know there's like other ones too, like there too, like H2O, or even some of the other ones if you hadn't got those, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely excited about having this, and I just finally watched the unrated version of this film too. I think it was yesterday. That was my first time seeing like, the unrated producer's cut. Cause I know they also had like, the producer's cut, and I know they had like, the unrated version too as well. I must admit, it do like it was like kind of slightly like better, you know. But anyway, I'm finna get into this right now. As you can see, this is the box that contains the figure, and that was the theatrical poster for the film at the time. I can remember like my anticipation, like I said before, like going to see this at the theaters, you know, I was so hyped to see it. So there's like an image, it says Terror Never Rests in Pieces, 6 scale Michael Myers figure. Of course you have the Trick or Treat Studios logo right there too as well. And as you can see, there's an image of Michael Myers on the back too as well, kind of like from the end of the film. Of course, you know, you can open it. And you can see like on the inside too as well right there, with him holding like the lady at the place when you know, Jamie was escaping. And you also of course can set the figure on the inside too as well with the accessories and so on. And it has a read up that says I wanted to believe it, but I felt Michael's presence behind these walls just like all those years ago, plotting, staring, waiting for some signal. And I still think these are like beautiful box arts from like Trick or Treat Studios. I really appreciate that they are doing like these 6 scale Michael Myers figures, and we get these like beautiful like box arts too as well, like, based like on their theatrical posters. I think that's so cool. But anyway, I'm finna get into this right now. Now one of the things I want to talk about too, like Trick or Treat Studios, they do have like their own like Halloween style 6 scale stands, which they did put out for like the Halloween, the original one. Then they had one for Halloween 4, 5, and Halloween for 2018. But this right here, like as an example, I'm using like a Halloween 4 stand. So I wonder if we're gonna get ones like based on like Halloween, like The Curse of Michael Myers, and like, you know, the other films, where the other ones they just released here, like H2O, Resurrection. I wonder if we'll get ones based on that too as well, with their own like Halloween font. I was wondering about that. But I do have just like a standard like stand for the the figure, like a U-style stand. At least the kind that I do prefer, since they don't have them like this. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. And this is the background that comes with the figure, as you can see. This is like another shot of Michael Myers inside it, inside the clamshell. And now for the figure itself. As you can see, he does have the plastic on it. As usual, the mask is awesome. Really looks like the the Curse of Michael Myers mask. Yeah, Trick or Treat does a good job with that. So right now I'm seeing like, yeah, he does stand, as you can see. Okay, what I want to do first is measure the Trick or Treat Studios The Curse of Michael Myers 6 scale figure. He's like just over 12 inches, almost 13. It's like about 12 and a half. We're right at 12. So what of course I do first is talk about like the likeness to the how he looks in the film. Cause you know he's played by George P. Wilbur. So yeah, I'm gonna get on this right now. Now I must admit, it is another solid figure from Trick or Treat Studios, and he does stand. I do know it does like he has some weight to it, a little weight to it. But I think he is still like kind of a little loose around like the legs, like kind of like how the other ones are. But I think this is a pretty accurate Curse of Michael Myers figure. I know he is like real dirty looking and weathered too, like they're like dirt stains or could be blood stains around like his clothing and so on. So as you can see, this side look, he even has pockets back here too as well, like working pockets. You can stick like your finger in them. Even right here on the side too as well, there's like pockets. One of the things I do notice, I still think it's cool too, you do still see like the burned up hands too. Because you know it's carrying on from like Halloween 4 and so on. Well, you know Halloween 2 because I think he's burned on 2, you know. Even though those films like have been retconned out like the recent Halloween trilogy from 2018, well started with 2018. One thing that's cool about it too, well I'm not gonna say cool, I guess some people might be upset about it. They don't have the thorn symbol on Michael Myers' wrist, it's not there at all. So that's pretty interesting that they didn't do that. And again, like here's the mask right here, as you can see. Now I know his eyes are visible in the mask, probably because I have too much light on it. But the mask I think is done very well by Trick or Treat Studios. They really does like the Curse of Michael Myers mask. And of course you know he has like the zipper rail too. And there's like the hair and so on. And I know this is like a fan favorite of the Halloween films, so I know a lot of people do like this this particular version of Michael Myers. Plus you have George playing him too, and he played him on Power 4, so he's a returner to play him too, so I think that is pretty cool. And Michael can split, and his arms, look like they go about right there before he starts and have to force it. There's his arm. I see he doesn't have like a double band. It looks like it's just like one hinge. There isn't like a double band. Of course the hands can turn. As you can see, the legs are kind of tight. I noticed this one can bend very well. Looks like the left one was kind of like stiff though. You can't get in the pose like this, but I know he wouldn't stand up like that though. But you can't do like an ab crunch. He does have that kind of range of motion. And of course I did the head can go left, right. It can even look up. It can even look down, so on. So you can tilt it and all that. Of course the feet can turn too as well. And that's how they look, like the boots and so on. I'm hearing that they believe the coveralls have gotten better with these particular figures from Trick or Treat Studios. Yeah. And I still would suggest a stand for these, you know. Now I want to move on through the accessories that come with the Trick or Treat Studios Curse of Michael Myers 6 scale figure. First I want to talk about the axe. I remember this scene very well, like from like the theatrical trailer before the film was like even released, like on previews and trailers, like when Michael had the axe, you know, and he swung it at the woman like in the backyard. Oh, so that was kind of a cool sequence. So this is how it looks. Then you also get like a butcher knife too as well. I must admit, you don't really get to see Michael's knives, the ones that he did use in the film too much, on like a couple times. It's like I don't really recall looking this light brownish. I know Danny had kind of a knife like this at one point where he was about to stab like the father. When he was aiming it at his like his stomach area. But yeah, but it wasn't really a butcher knife. It was a knife, like the handle was light brown like this, but it wasn't like a butcher knife though. But Michael did have a couple of butcher knives in the film though. Then up next you get 3 alternate hands from Michael Myers. And of course they do have like the bird's hands too. He has like a left and right. I bet this one would be for holding an axe. As you can see, is how these look. Just have the bird look from like part 4, which of course will carry on to 5 because Curse of Michael Myers was after them too. Not, but those films have been retconned, but you still can watch those. Then he gets like a hand, and you can tell this is for like holding a knife. And even this burn too as well. Now one of the things I heard too is that Trick or Treat have gotten better with the hands. So as you can see, you can like the hands are loose now. I know they used to be tight, so now you can just stick the knife right on in here like that. So I do think that's cool. I remember you used to have to loosen that to get it in there, but now you can just stick it on in there. So I do think that's cool. And I think they designed the knife a little better too. It's like, you could tell that it's like a soft plastic. It does feel like it wouldn't break on you like very easy. So I think that's pretty cool too as well. And then the last accessory that comes with the figure is this pumpkin rare. So I think this is pretty cool. This is how it looks. And of course it does have the tab in the back, so the batteries like should be right in here. Cause you know you use it with just pull these on out. And it should cut on. Yeah. It has a nice flickering light too. That is cool. I'm gonna turn off the light. So yeah, here's another shot of how it looks in the dark. It has a cool flickering effect too. I know if you do like that, you can see the bulb in it too. That is very awesome. I like when they give us little accessories like this, like with the Michael Myers figures. And that's pretty cool. Now what I want to do is compare the Trick or Treat Studios, the Curse of Michael Myers 6-scale figure with the original 6-scale Michael Myers figure from 1978. And again, this is an amazing figure from Trick or Treat Studios. I would highly recommend this particular version of Michael Myers. If you're a fan of the original film, like me, I would definitely recommend picking this particular figure on up. But that's how it looks with this one. And then I want to bring in like the other ones too as well. Then next I want to bring in Halloween 2 from 1981 6-scale figure. I know a lot of people still be like, damn, they didn't know Michael was come for also that green, but even in the original film, you know, they really were like this green. They just looked like they were blue because like the lighting and so on in the film. So yeah, there's like Halloween 2 from Trick or Treat Studios, which is my second all-time favorite in the Halloween film franchise. I really prefer just the first 2 films. Then up next I want to bring in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and of course this was George P. Wilbur, George in the role of Michael Myers in this particular film right here. So yeah, I might compare him with the Curse one, since I was like the same actor playing the Curse of Michael Myers. I heard there was like another actor playing Michael Myers in that one too as well. That's why he looked kind of different at times. Then I also have the Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers figure too as well right here. To go with these, so as you can see, here's 5. And then the last one is the that I have is the Halloween 2018 Michael Myers right here, as you can see, played by James Drew Corden. I think his Michael Myers was awesome, especially like in like Halloween Kills and so on. I thought he portrayed a very awesome Michael Myers. Because you know currently they do have H2O, and they also have Resurrection now, and you know, and yeah, and the Curse of Michael Myers, all those are, oh yeah, and Kills are available now, like places like Trick or Treat Studios, or like Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, like I said, if you're a fan of Michael Myers, I would definitely recommend picking these on up. Another thing I wanted to touch on too is like the size comparison between Halloween 4 and the Curse of Michael Myers, because you know both of these were played by the same actor, like George Wilbur, because you know he recently had, like, sadly had passed away. So yeah, I just wanted to give like a comparison with these two, because it does like the Curse of Michael Myers figures like a little taller. I think it's the hair, if I'm not mistaken. But from what I'm hearing, it was like different actors too playing him on the Curse of Michael Myers, if you're going by like the producer's cut or so on like that. So I think he kind of changed at times. But yeah, I just wanted to give a comparison with just those two. And there was an actor who played Michael Myers more than once, you know. So I think that's pretty cool. Other than like James Hugh Courtney or Tyler Mane, you know. Okay, that's the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, or you can call it Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I remember it was originally called Halloween 666. It was even like a teaser trailer, or a trailer for that before it was finally like released. Like I told you, I remember my anticipation for going to see this at the times, like back in 1995, and I did go see it in the movie theaters. And I know this always has been like a fan favorite, especially when they got to like the producer's cut and so on. Like I said, I just recently watched like yesterday the unrated producer's cut. That was my first time seeing that particular version of the film. And it does like it was slightly better too. You know, it just had like some extra minutes thrown into it. But yeah, I know this is George P. Weber. I know he played this particular role too as well, just like he did like in the fourth film. So I think that's why a lot of fans like it too as well. But yeah, I think it was a okay film. But I still think the figures are pretty cool. And again, this is available like at Trick or Treat Studios and like Big Bad Toy Store, places like that. And they do have like monthly payment installments, you know, if you can get it to work. Cause like Shop Pay has like payment installments, like where you can like make monthly payments on this, you know, if you didn't want to just pay it all out. Or even like a Big Bad Toy Store, I know they have PayPal. And I think these, I'm not sure if these are available like in the other countries, just like in America, you know. But yeah, I know they do also have H2O, Resurrection, and the Halloween Kills 6-scale Michael Myers figures available too as well. And I do plan on getting those 3 as well too. And I'm definitely looking forward to the Dr. Loomis figure. They have like Trick or Treat Studios has to put it up for pre-order. I would definitely be picking that one on probably as soon as it releases. You know, and I'm expecting them to do ones based on Rob Zombie's Halloween films too as well. I always thought like Kills, like his remake, not the second one that he did, but like his remake of Halloween, the Michael Myers and that played by Tyler Mane. I thought that was a cool looking Michael Myers, and he's like so huge too as well. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking these on, especially if you're a fan of this. And I think it is so awesome that Trick or Treat Studios are making all these like Michael Myers figures from all the various films in the series. I really appreciate that they are doing that. You know, I would definitely recommend these. If you're a fan of Michael Myers, you know, you should definitely pick up these particular figures. Because there's no other company that's like doing that, you know, so I think that's so awesome, you know, it's really cool. But anyway, I would definitely recommend this. So this is the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers 6-scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.